Uh-oh, I'm muted. I'm muted. I said, hello, everybody. And I was saying, I don't feel sorry for her. I don't feel sorry for anybody. I even have, I think they should get grandma, but we'll talk about that later. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Lady Q. Peace in a pod. Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you all for being here. Let's see who all we have here. M. Blanc, Sherry, Lady Q. Let's see, Peas in a Pod, Donna Smith. Let's see here. I'm trying not to miss anybody and double call and all the things. Let's see. Hello, hello. Terry Parker, good to see you. Kimberly, good morning. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Hey, hey. Hello, hello. Brian Marshall, good morning. Thank you for being here. Yeah, it's very devastating. Everybody says that. You know, these kids, boy, they don't have a chance with some of these people. I'm telling you what. We'll get into all this. We'll get into all this today. I am sorry I was so wore out yesterday. I didn't come back on after yesterday morning, honey. So much going on. Orly Buchanan, I hope I'm saying your name right. Welcome in. Merge, hello, hello. Ruby, hello. Good to see you. I am so glad y'all are here this morning. Thank you for being here, Kathleen. Hello. Good morning. Wait, what? Good morning. Wait, what? Hello, hello. Hello, Ruby. I'm trying to get down here. Thank you. Marion, hello. Great to see you, everybody. You're driving. Okay, wait, what? Be careful out there. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. I just can't believe my eyes and what all is going on here. And I thought I had copied it and I thought that I had pasted it, but of course I didn't. And I was just trying to look through here right now and see if I found it, but I didn't. I don't know if anybody, I thought it was in the, maybe it's in the baby thing. I don't know. I was going to tell y'all very first thing. Let's see. Hold on. Let me just look and see. And then when I went to look down, it wasn't even pasted. But there is supposed to be a press conference. It was something Uvalde had put. There's supposed to be a search and a press conference. So anybody knows that information, I apologize. It was going to tell what time. Jesus. You know, I always mess up something. But anyway, I don't know if it was on that or if they had it on Action Eye News 10 in their Facebook group. But if anybody wants to put that out, they were saying that, I'm going to say about 30 minutes or so ago. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about all that right now because all the information will get out. Hello, Garrett. Love to see you. Thank you for being here. I know y'all seen that sign. I couldn't get it all on my little thing this morning where they were putting her in the car and it said arrested. Wow. Into the road. You couldn't get it better. Now who's texting me? Hold on, let's see. No, I'm not. Honey, I am not Brittany. Who? What? Okay, I don't know what that is. Okay. Let me turn my phone down. See, I can't get sidetracked, y'all. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Look, I do look a little bit better this morning. I do look a little bit better, but I can't get sidetracked, y'all. I just can't. Okay. So hello, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. I'm just a little bit still crazy this morning, but welcome in. Hello to Smiley's World. We're going to talk about erasing of Emmanuel, because that's what these people try to do, in my opinion. Taking a drink of my coffee, honey. Susan, I still see y'all coming in. Tammy T, hello. Welcome in, everybody. you know, welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, here it is. Okay. Here it is. Y'all don't have to look. Lord, I did. Okay. So let me just tell y'all. So they put out that from Temple, Texas, the Uvalde Foundation for Kids is holding a candlelight vigil and a national blackout in honor of 7-month-old Emmanuel Harold. The press conference is going to be 10 a.m. Central Time. The candlelight vigil is at 11 p.m. Central Time tonight. The foundation also announced the remaining of its child search incentive to Emmanuel's Hope. So there you go. There you go. So welcome in, everybody. Good to see everybody. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. That gets this information out, and we want to do that and grow the channel. Everybody, hey, Milky Way girl, everybody be kind to each other. And I know this is a disturbing case, and I know we all have our thoughts and opinions. Hey, Lisa B, always love you. Good to see you. West End, hello, hello. You're shopping? Yeah, well, have fun, have fun. So, erasing Emmanuel. My God. What a title, huh? The questions Jake and Rebecca must answer is, why are you erasing Emmanuel? Will we ever get those answers? I don't know. I don't know. Rebecca and Jake was arrested yesterday morning. Thank you, Lord Jesus. Thank you. Praise God. I wish every case moved this fast. I wish everything moved this fast. They are in pretty silver bracelets in the clinker, honey, separated. Unfortunately, baby Emmanuel still has not been found, but he is presumed dead. How sad. Oh, they have video of her dumping his shit out. And get this, I knew they took the carpet. I didn't want to put that out days ago. They did that when they first went and got the search warrants. But now they're saying there was so much blood. This might be a trigger warning to some, and I'm sorry. However, this is true crime. This is real life. This is a true story. But yeah, justice has started. Absolutely. And this baby's going to get justice. Look, Jake thought he was slick. Because see, when you violate probation, sometimes they get you when you go in. They'll wait. They'll get you. And all this stuff going on, and he thought he's done got away with this. He thought he was slick when he went down there the other day and got to get up and walk out. He thought he was slick when I'm gonna call him a bozo attorney. I'm sorry, y'all better call Saul. Don't ever call that man. Sorry, he's a bozo in my opinion. I would never use that attorney for nothing if I needed to. Mistake, no mistake. I'm sorry if I'm down in his business. Boop, sue me. My thoughts, my opinions, the truth, the end. He's a liar. In my opinion, he's a fraud. In my opinion, facts are facts. You'd sue somebody for telling the truth. Yep, they know what they did to the other child. But anyway, Jake thought he was doing something by getting up and walking out of the PO's office the other day. He really thought he was going to get away with this, in my opinion. Surprise! Surprise. There was so much blood found. And I still don't know what I've been told. I can say anything now, but I'm still not sure what to say and what not to say. But I was told late last night on early into this morning that I could tell what I know. I might. We'll see. We know that a saw was bought. I don't think they'll ever find a manual, in my opinion. I don't think so. But that's just me. But we know that they got her. And the funny thing is, y'all do know, I don't know if it's out in the news or not. I didn't have time to watch everything yesterday. And honey, I went back to bed for hours on hours. I'm telling you. They showed her some videos, but they, him and her, and grandma knew this too. We'll get to that later. She got rid of all of his stuff. She got rid of his pictures. She got rid of his toys, his clothes. They knew he wasn't coming back. We'll get to all that. So much going on. Remember when I told y'all that I don't know if it was a TikToker or a YouTuber or a news media or just a person going and filming at the side of the house the first day that we were looking for Dolly when he got there. And I don't think Dolly was even there yet. And I turned it on that channel and that person went there. And if you look at the left side of the house, if you're standing there anyway, you go around on the property and it was daylight still. And I said, my God, that one window is broke out at their house. Now, this is for the fire. This is for everything. And I thought to myself, I wondered, I thought, why don't they board that up, or the rain's going to get in, whatever. Hey, Carolyn. Hello, everybody coming in. But I said, I bet that was from domestic violence. And I'm not taking it for her. I don't care. I don't care I don't care how many black eyes she gets now. Don't care. Sorry. And I'm a woman and I don't believe in putting your hands on nobody, but I don't care what it was from what all I know. If y'all even knew half of what I know. But from what I'm being told, I don't know if that's the laundry room or not, but I will say this. I think that's where most of it happened. From my understanding too, from my sources, they went all the way back to July 28th with the camera, with whatever they pulled, from what footage they got, from wherever they got the footage. They thought they were slick for removing door cams, deleting, and all the things. But them cops got what they could. It could even be longer than that. But my understanding is they got what they needed to July 28th. That was even before the funeral, people. Now, is somebody else living on that property with them? I don't know for a fact. But I also heard there was a fight in there. And I heard there is a family member talking, or did talk. We'll get into more, maybe. I don't know if it'll be this live or not. But I heard there's little pieces of hair that they found of his. I'm just throwing little tidbits out there right now. That's why the liquor store I said yesterday that Dolly showed. So I don't know fact versus fiction, but what we do know for a fact is that liquor store's there. So there are some things I do know. I'm going to try to stay with facts. They did try to erase a manual, but guess what? A manual will never be erased. Photos, no photos, it don't matter. So hey y'all, this is Smiley. This is Smiley's World. And we have the breaking news that come out yesterday that I broke so damn early in the morning that I didn't know what I was doing. We was on it. Even though they're still searching for baby Emmanuel, 7 months old. And is that even his age? We don't know. We don't know. But they arrested Jake and Rebecca Harrow for little baby Emmanuel death. They arrested them for malice murder. Yesterday, August 22nd, they busted into their house. Oh, they were called out many times to the streets, to the this, to the that. They were actually called out to the home by Jake and Rebecca. They couldn't get no sleep. The people was bothering them. Hey, Hobo's Life. They were this, they were that. They thought they were in the clear still, honey. They thought people believed their fake story. But they come rolling in on them. They were just waiting. They were just waiting. And although they served those search warrants, they still thought they were in the clear because their yard wasn't dug up like people said the other day. But they damn sure dug up yesterday after the arrest. My mods will drop any links that need to be dropped. They work hard. Please thank them. After all the arrest, barefoot, they must love white, honey. They be wearing white all the time. That's what come to her mind when she pulled up this fake kidnapping story. All I saw was white. White. She gonna say, all I saw was white. What'd you see? His white hand? Latinos are not white. Spanish people are not white. Hola. Hello. I mean, wake up, lady. Nobody bought your story. Hey, Scotty, too hottie. Hello, everybody coming in. She must have been seeing them white clothes her husband had on. Everything white. Even the skies wasn't white, lady, when you was supposed to be seeing stars in the sky. Because you close your eyes, you can't even see the whites of your eyeballs. Must have been all them white clothes, in my opinion. Oh, and then after, hey, Choo-Choo and everybody coming in. And then after you heard that, let's see this. I heard that they are looking into the aunt because of the story that she's telling on Facebook and that she took it off. Yeah, and I heard that the grandma took all of her Facebook stuff down too. I haven't went to look for her Facebook because yesterday, I'm telling you, honey, I went to sleep for hours and then so much was going on. I think they've all took their Facebook down. They're probably going to listen. Hopefully they'll all go under. Because I'm going to tell you what, don't tell me, and when I'm speaking of the grandma, don't tell me she was riding all around town with, I don't know about the sister, but I know one thing. Don't tell me that the mom and the grandma didn't know. We'll get into that in a minute. But she was in that house yesterday or the day before yesterday when she was going to court with the daughter, when she was doing this, when she was giving interviews to Homie, when she was giving interviews to the news stations, when she was telling people that the baby was in the car, didn't have its immunizations, when she was doing all the things, when she was going around town with Rebecca and Jake. Honey, don't tell me that grandma didn't know. She didn't know what? She didn't know that the baby wasn't there all of these months. She didn't know them pictures wasn't in the house. I bet you one thing, and police in California, you've done a phenomenal job, but you hope go look at that lady because not only does the apple not fall far from the tree, and she's got a son in jail for faking and staging deaths on innocent people. Now she's got a faking daughter, faking killer daughter, faking kidnappings. Grandma just might have went over there and helped. Do you hear me? Helped clean up a murder scene. You know, that's what moms do. Go help clean. I'm sorry. I absolutely agree. And if anybody else needs to go to jail, I don't know about the sister, but I'm telling you, factually, I believe 100,000% in my heart that mother, that lady right there, knows it all. And she, as a grandmother, great grandmother, whatever in the heck she is, absolutely needs to be locked up right there beside them. She's been there every step of the way. Well, let her go in there. She knew her daughter had a black eye. She knew there was violence in that house. She knew that baby disappeared. They better even be going to check and see if she was there to buy the bleach. And they better be there to see if she was with them to buy the saw. We'll get into more in that in a minute. I'm angry. Of course I'm angry. No, nobody, y'all didn't miss a comment. Nobody asked me that. This tears my nerves up. Hey, Joni. Hello, everybody coming in. Ruthie, hello. These people, and these people have no jobs. Who's financing them? The mother? Look at that tape. Go back and look at that tape. How was they acting at that funeral anyway? Not like how normal people do. These people ain't normal. They're crazy. Not crazy like they're not mental. They're just crazier than freaking bed bugs, in my opinion. Okay, so then Mr. After the arrest, helpful lawyer shows up on scene. Little late to the party, wasn't he? Jake's lawyer, don't forget, he's not Rebecca's. Jake's attorney shows up on scene. Hunties, you was a little late to that party. But here, he was no help, in my opinion. But, look, Emmanuel's still missing, and, they're working to close the case. Several people here, they're at the house. They're ripping the house apart. It is his job. So nice of him to show up. He has to. I get it. I know why he's there. He's exercising his rights. His client is exercising his right to have his attorney there. So get it straight. Smiley's on it. Smiley knows why. I don't know if y'all know why he was there. We'll get to it. Listen, authorities build their case on a mix of circumstantial, which we have no problem there. But we ain't got no problem in this case with evidence. They have their blood. They have it verified as not only mom's. I'm going to tell y'all that from inside sources. They have baby Emmanuel's blood verified as well. They have hair strands. I think it was 8. Let me put a number out there. I think it was 8 hair strands of baby Emmanuel's. So they have physical evidence, DNA, clothing. They have surveillance footage from not only Big 5, where that was a lie, falsified. They have other footage. They had took footage back all the way to July 28th. So they have digital evidence. There was, I don't know if it was blood. I'm not sure, but they did find 2 or 3. I told y'all this yesterday or the day before. I can't remember. They did find 2 or 3. They found something in the car, a truck or whatever. The dogs did. Now, I don't know this for a fact. I don't know if I brought this to y'all yesterday. God, I was so tired. I'm going to put this out. I was told I could say it. I'm not sure I feel comfortable saying it, but I'm going to say it. Trigger warning to some. But I was told that the dogs hit on the freezer, like I guess it was a deep freezer. I don't know, with the outside of it. So it's possible. Let me say it like that. That it was possible he was put in the freezer for a little bit. Let me say it like that. So that is possible. We'll have to wait on that. I don't know. We know there's history of abuse. There's prior convictions. Like Jake's other child, he almost killed her within an inch of her life. Thank God he did not. Thank God he did not. But now she also has to live with a tracheostomy. She's brain damaged. She's blind. Thank God for the cousin taking her. Her name's Promise. I think they changed her name to Promise. I'm not sure. I love that name. Beautiful name. Beautiful name. Now, law enforcement can determine all the probable causes and all that for arrest, which they did. They don't need a body for this. I'm not sure if they'll even find his body. We know they bought a saw. I would hate to find the worst, but there's mountains out there. There's people talking about them going different ways. What we know, I don't think he was thrown in the water or anything. I don't personally. It's horrible. But investigators pointed very early on to Rebecca's her inconsistencies in her story. Jake's, they knew about his child abuse. The search warrants came. They seized stuff. They uncovered stuff. They did what they needed to do. So, yes, they can, and they did arrest without a body. They didn't need proof of death. My God, they had so much blood. That's why they know little Manuel is not alive. That's why they know. They had so much proof of blood. The dogs hit on 3 different places, 2 or 3 in the car. Again, I don't know, man. It's horrible. This case is horrible. He's 7 months old, or at least that's what they say. I want to know when somebody physically laid eyes on him. Will we ever know these answers? Will they ever tell the truth? Ever. This baby was missing way before she said he was. Now, so why did Jake's attorney show up? I'm going to tell you why Jake's attorney showed up after the arrest. Because that's the client's right. Unfortunately, or fortunately, whichever way you look at it, it is the right of the client to still be protected. Sad but true. And right now, Jake's sitting over there in jail in protective custody. Set his ass out there in I can't answer. Hold on. Set him out there right now in what do you call that? General Pop. Why not? It's coming. It's coming. When police arrest someone, they often serve the search warrants at the same time. Okay. So in this case, investigators seized the items from the house before they took the Xboxes, they took all the electronics, they took the vehicles and all that. The defense attorney, uh, they was there, they're representing and all that. But now they arrested them. They arrested them both. And even though the defense attorney was not representing Rebecca, they exercised their right. The attorney and Jake exercised their right for the attorney to go out there and observe the scene and take notes and just make sure nothing else was taken other than what this new search warrant stated, and to scope out everything and to make sure things are done properly so he can use his little notes and whatever in court later on and try to save Jake's ass, because that's his job. Everybody, I guess, has a dirty job to do. So a lot of people don't know that. But if you'll notice, when he come walking up, people was asking him, and he says, I don't even know what's going on. Sure didn't. I bet they didn't even give you a heads up. Your client was fixing to be arrested. So much was going on. But guess what? They couldn't just stop the search and the digging and all the things because his attorney was there. One thing the attorney can't do, he couldn't stop all that now. Even though Jake and Rebecca had already been taken into custody, their attorney or his attorney could have been called by family members too and said, hey, we need you out here, out there. You notice he was escorted by a cop, right? The attorney showing up signals that they're preparing to represent them no matter what. He might be a Johnny Cocker and wanting to make a name for himself, honey. But he needs to get his shit together, because I don't think he knows his ass from a hole in the ground, if you ask me. Just saying. But the defense attorney, and everybody has a right to a defense, he wants to know exactly what police took. He wants to know what was bagged up. He wants to know that all the protocols are being followed. And if anything was taken outside of whatever that warrant said, so it cannot be brought in court when court time comes. Because he's going to try to get every piece of evidence he's allowed to, or he thinks he can, suppress. Because he thinks Jakey Poo's going to be walking out. That's what he thinks. And attorneys sometimes show up at the house just so they can show that the whatever money, he says he's doing this pro bono, but he helped him on that other case and was helping him through that. But he says he's doing this for free. I doubt it. There's something in it for him. But anyway, again, if it's just to make a name for himself, but he's showing up just to be showing up so he can be seen. Probably when the family called, get your butt there, honey. He probably didn't know what was going, because he didn't know anything. But he wasn't there by accident, I'll tell you that. He wasn't there because he saw it on social media and he decided to get up and go out there. Let me just dig around. Somebody called him. Get your butt out there now. Do your job. J-O-B. He wasn't seen there by accident, even after they were arrested. He almost run into that police car and made a complete circle after he done said, I don't know what's going on. Why was he going over to the police car? Did he think he was escorting the police to their car and then he was going to go in there by himself? Lord, honey, get it together. But he is there to protect Jake's rights. Jesus Christ. I hate even saying that. I hate even saying that. Now listen, that's not as strange as you may think it is. I'm just saying. Everybody has a right to counsel. Just saying. Now, police also had those cuffs. So they don't just stop there just because the cuffs are on these people. It don't just stop there. Next, we're going to be seeing the press conference. Nobody's got their mug shots yet. Unless they've been out since I've been running my mouth. We ain't got the mug shots yet. But something is strange going on. Something strange is going on. What we put up with the police reports yesterday where they were booked in, there's some stuff missing off of Jake's. I know they're in two different places. But if you will notice, there's some stuff missing. I think Jake is the one that's, and this is my personal opinion, I think Jake, his little crybaby butt might be trying to blame all this on her and trying to roll over on her. They're both probably talking on each other. I don't know. I feel she is still trying to stand up for her man like some of these women love their man. They love their man, and they're going to try to stand by their man. Thank you, Raymond Thomas. Thank you, honey. Thank you for being a member and all you do and supporting my channel. Thank you, honey. But that's what I think. But the mugshots, if y'all see any, email them to me. And because something is left out. Something, you sent me an updated of Jake's booking. Okay, let me see. Who sent that? Lady Q. Let's see. All right, let me see if I can find that. Oh, was that the one, the malice? Okay. Okay, so hold on. Murder with malice. Yeah, murder with malice, no bond, no bail. This is no bail. Yep, absolutely. I think I posted that last night or this morning. I posted it. Hold on. Yeah, same thing. Absolutely. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I think that's the one. Hold on. Let me look at something else I'm getting here. Hold on. Okay. Somebody just confirmed to me. Actually, Rich and Ruby from Rich and Ruby's channel, y'all can drop his link. He sent me something and he said that baby Emmanuel has not been seen for about a month or 5 weeks. And there was 2 spots in the truck. Baby Emmanuel only had his first round of shots. He only had his first round of shots. Okay. And possibly he said, this is coming from Rich and Ruby, possibly, he said possibly Jake confessed. Oh my God, if that is true. And here's a picture he sent me of him. Who is this? Hold on. Is that the attorney or Rebecca's attorney? Hold on a minute. This is, Oh, that's the cop. Okay. Sorry, I couldn't see. Coming out. Rich and Ruby, drop his channel. He's on this too, but he's on Boots on the Ground right now at looking for Sebastian, by the way. Police. Yeah, that's the police. Sorry, I couldn't see it. All right, let me get back to this because I can't multitask. I can't multitask. Hold on. Oh, it's the police. He said it's the police getting evidence. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Anyway, okay, I got to put my phone down because I can't multitask, y'all. Sorry. Let's see. Hey, Rogue. Hello, hello. You didn't get a notification. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Thank you. I appreciate you. Good morning. Good morning. Let's watch. Okay, hold on. Let me clear my thoughts here. Oh my God, my glasses and my eyes. Okay. Let me see. Let's watch. Now, some of this is going to be from yesterday, and I don't know what's what again. Hold on a minute. Uh-oh, that's me again. Hold on. Hold on. Told y'all. Hold on. So, and then let's give credit where credit's due. I got it up here, but I may not be fast enough. So, let's see. Okay, I think this is KCAL. I think this might have been from late last night. I didn't really pull anything from this morning except one thing. So hold on just a minute. Let's get this up.
News in the case of a missing 7-month-old boy we need to get to. Assignment manager Mark Lou is at the desk. Mark, what have you learned now?
There is a significant major development in the search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. The San Bernardino County Sheriffs have just shared on social media that the parents of the missing 7-month-old have now been arrested for murder. This is the post that was just shared by San Bernardino County Sheriffs on X. It says, update August 22nd. That's today. This morning, detectives from the Sheriff's Homicide Detail and Specialized Enforcement Division have arrested Jake and Rebecca Haro at their residence in Cabazon for PC 187, which is murder. Investigators will continue their search for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. Now, SkyCal is over the scene right now. This is the Haro residence on Ramona Avenue in Cabazon. We see down there a San Bernardino County Sheriff's investigator with gloves on going through what appears to be debris or garbage at the rear of the structure. They've also been walking around the property looking for evidence. Now, several of the detectives have already left, but there are still law enforcement agents there. Let me show you some video that was a little bit earlier. This is drone video that we have obtained a little bit earlier in the morning that shows the San Bernardino County Sheriff's activity there, multiple unmarked detectives units, and an armored vehicle. We now know that both parents, Rebecca and Jake Haro, have been taken into custody. The charge, murder. The search for their 7-month-old son still continuing. Now, this investigation has significantly changed in the last several days. It started last Thursday, August 14th, when Rebecca Haro said she was changing 7-month-old Emmanuel's diaper behind a Big Five sporting goods store in Yucaipa when she alleges someone came up from behind her, struck her in the head, and when she woke up, her baby boy was gone. Now, the sheriffs immediately investigated, but they have since changed the status of this investigation from a kidnapping to a critical missing child investigation. The family's pickup truck was taken for evidence, but we can now confirm this has turned into a murder investigation while they continue to look for 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. Our reporter Rick Montanez is on his way to Cabazon to do a report live from the scene where this investigation is happening. When that happens, we will bring it to you. Until then, we'll keep monitoring from the desk. That's it. I'll send it back to you.
Still so many questions, Mark, but what a twist there. Thank you.
Okay. So that was that one. Let me get another one here. Sorry, y'all. Trying to navigate here. All right, and
breaking news. Sheriff's deputies are at the home of a missing 7-month-old baby, and his parents are now under arrest on suspicion of murder. KCAL reporter Rick Montanez is live in Cabazon with the latest developments. Rick, what can you tell us?
Well, right now I can tell you this is the news that so many in this community have been waiting for, dreading to hear, of course, because this is not good news for that missing 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. So you're looking now at the house where his parents were arrested this morning. We've confirmed that with the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department. This is all taking place here on Ramona Street in Cabazon, and there are a lot of people here to see what is happening. We have some new video, some drone video to show you of the investigation underway here this morning. Sometime after 7 a.m., deputies moved into the home in what witnesses describe as a raid on the property. San Bernardino County Sheriff's deputies confirmed to KCAL News they arrested Jake and Rebecca Haro this morning, the parents of 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro. Remember, a week ago, Thursday evening, Rebecca had reported she was attacked in Yucaipa and her baby was kidnapped. She said she was punched and did not see the person who attacked her. Investigators said there were inconsistencies in her story and that she and Jake, the father, had stopped cooperating with detectives. Well, it also came out that Jake Haro had a prior conviction for willful child cruelty from a few years ago. I heard people this morning here thanking deputies, saying they are grateful to see justice will be served. I also met a content creator who's here from the East Coast. He flew out here to the Inland Empire to follow the case.
And I've been here for the last
here's
3 days
Dolly.
as all this stuff has been unfolding. And I tell you, it's great to see that there's arrests finally being made and some justice being served for this little baby.
We knew it in our gut that this was happening. We knew it. We knew they were guilty, which just takes time. And, you know, the pressure's high, everybody's high, and it's finally come.
And while people are certainly relieved to hear the news that arrests have been made in this case, there is that tragic update from sheriff's investigators, the sheriff himself posting on X that they have made the arrest, but they are also still searching for Emmanuel Haro, the 7-month-old who has been missing for a week and 1 day now. Deputies are still here at the home. We have not yet heard directly or been able to ask questions of investigators at this point. We've just received those confirmations in a statement. So we're hoping to get some questions answered this morning. We'll certainly stay on top of this and keep you posted as we learn new information. Live in Cabazon, Rick Montanez, KCAL News.
Jennifer, that was so kind of you. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you very much. I really appreciate you. Hey, Fun to Ski. Hello. Red Rum at the age of 7 months old and 2 months have gone by. Could be, man. I'm hearing they went all the way back. I don't know if you're just coming in or not. I'm hearing they went all the way back to July 28th, I believe. July 28th to the cameras. So I think more will be coming out about that. It's just so horrible. So horrible. It really is. Oh, thank you so much, Heather. I appreciate you. Thank you for that. All right, let's see. I have another one here. Let's see. Share screen. Okay, so that's let me see. Let me get that out. Okay. Oh, wait.
his parents reported in Yucaipa didn't happen. And we ran into the family attorney outside the family's home, but he didn't want to say much. Any comments on it?
I don't have any comments. I don't know what's going on.
The community is heartbroken, and still the question remains, where is Emmanuel?
Trying to figure out where the baby is and how we can find him.
Thank you so
We
much,
have
Tommy.
some
Good
good
morning.
news and
Thank
some
you for being a
bad
member for
news
7
in the
months.
Emmanuel Harrow case. Obviously, the good news is that Emmanuel's parents are behind bars tonight. I think all of us are going to sleep better tonight knowing that they have been arrested.
Good morning, Millie.
Now, the bad news is that Emmanuel is no longer with us.
Thank you, Raymond, for
But not
gifting a
just
membership.
that,
Woo!
they haven't found Emmanuel yet. I was hoping when I saw Rebecca and Jake getting snatched out of their house, I was hoping that law enforcement had already located Emmanuel, but they haven't. They found a significant amount of blood, so much so that they had to remove floorboards from the home. They had to take floorboards out of the ground from the home because there was so much blood. But still, they don't know where Emmanuel is. They got evidence. They searched 3 different buildings just right there on the property. I don't know, how much evidence they have. I don't know exactly what they collected, but we do know they took some floorboards out of the house.
Same thing.
And the search for Emmanuel continues. I'm sure.
Carolyn, I said the same thing. Remember when I said there's a picture? I don't remember. I should have just said the one on the ground. I my thoughts were all over the place at that time. But that's the picture I was talking about. And I said, that's the one I least like. And I said, I don't like to say that about babies and I don't like their pictures and stuff like that. Well, I was looking through Facebook stuff yesterday and I come across that picture again. And somebody on Facebook said, is he even alive in that picture? And I looked at it and I'm like, oh my God, that's why I do not like that picture. I'm not saying he wasn't alive, okay? But he sure don't look like it. I will have to agree with you there. And 1-800-WHERE'S-SUMMER, the reason we don't, I said, I don't know when his birthday is. I know I said that. We don't know, but he very well could have been born in December. But here's the thing. If you go back to that funeral video, you can hear them now say, and you're good at this. You're good about hearing things like this where we don't catch it. But I caught, and actually I was listening to Strategic Eyes, so he caught it too, and he's a detective, where somebody asked, where's your baby? We haven't saw that baby since November. So if it was born in December, what do they mean they haven't saw it since November? Or does she have another baby? And where is that other baby? I'm just saying. There's so many questions in this case. So many questions. I don't know what the frick is going on. Too many deaths, too many hoax, too many scams, too many missing people. It's just wrong. It's all wrong. This is Shogun, but this is his other channel, Fat and Opinionated. I can't speak this morning. Go sub up to his other channel right here. He gets full credit for this one. I love how he talks.
Sure that they're going to interrogate Rebecca and Jake, try to get them to flip on each other. However, we do have an interesting lead coming in here. Ahmed, or On the Tira, he's been covering this story very closely. Earlier today, there was a scare Shortly
There were
after
3 spots in
Emmanuel's
the
parents
car.
were
I don't
arrested,
know if it was under the
Ahmed
floorboards
passed
or
out
not.
in the middle of the street. Luckily, he's okay though, and he's already back on the case. And he has a source
I
that
think it
tells
was on the
him
seats,
that
actually.
one night they saw Rebecca and Jake driving up and down this street just over and over again. A street that had a construction site on the street, like right there nearby the road. And he saw Jake and Rebecca just driving up and down the street. And then at 12 o'clock at night, he saw Rebecca kind of like walking through the area with a
I just
black
think he was abused.
stroller.
Yeah, I do too.
12 o'clock at night, Rebecca walking around with a black stroller near a random construction site in like this area where they have like storage containers and all types of stuff. There's a lot of fresh dirt out there already.
Thank you, Jennifer.
So I don't know if this is where
welcome to Smiley Squad.
I don't know if, you know, if this is factual information, but this is what Ahmed's sources are telling him. And Ahmed actually went to the area to check it out. Let's go ahead and roll the clip, and then I'll be right back with more thoughts.
Belloso, we have made it to Yucaipa, California, a new lead where Rebecca and Jake Harrell were seen here at the Sanctuary Church in Yucaipa, California. And it was midnight. My constituent and source was driving with his family. He said he observed Rebecca and Jake Harrell driving up and down 5th Street in Yucaipa on the 12th at midnight, okay? You see Rebecca pushing a black stroller here to the back of the property. You can see just how vast this property is here on the Tira. Rebecca was seen pushing a black stroller through the property here, and you can see there's rocks there. There's a whole layout on the Tira. There's containers over there, homie. There's a tree line here as well. And then you can see this property is very, very vast on the Tira. And so the question remains, what was Rebecca and Jake Harrell doing here at midnight with a black stroller on this property? And so if we get closer, you can see police should really take a look at this portion of the Tira, homie. Wow. Just wow. There is a hole in the fence here. There is a sewer drainage here. I mean, it's just a vast, there's a box. Oh, thank goodness. It's literally enough for you fine folks to get a cadaver team out here in Yucaipa, homie. I really hope this information helps here on 5th Street and Yucaipa Boulevard at the Sanctuary Church, homie. There is a drain here. You can see that there is, in fact, a drain here on the Tira. Now you see here on this portion of the drain, there is fresh dirt here. There's another small pile here. Doesn't look like it would be anything, no. If police wanted to come out here and look, this would be a very, very good place to start on the Tira, homie. Spencer. Hola. Ahmed Belloso has entered the chat.
I would really like to know what day or what night this happened. I know in the video Ahmed said on the 12th, but I think he was talking about how it was 12 a.m., not the 12th. So it would be helpful if we knew what day, you know, this was. Was this a week ago? Or, you know, like 8 or 9 days ago? Was this 2 weeks ago? A month ago? And I hope that law enforcement is aware of this. I'm sure that they are. But yeah, that's very interesting because we don't know where Emmanuel is. But for the most part, we know that they, you know, got rid of him somehow. And you're not just going to be walking around. Rebecca's not just going to be walking around with a baby stroller at 12 o'clock, you know, in the morning. Who in the hell decides, oh, it's 12 a.m., time to take my baby on a stroll around a construction site? Like, hey, I'm going to leave the comfort of my own home. I'm going to drive to a construction site so me and my baby can roll around a little bit, take a look at these storage containers and these drainage sewers and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely sus. Definitely sus for sure. But only time will tell where Emmanuel is or what exactly happened to him. I do think that we will get details soon, because I think that either Rebecca or Jake, I think one of them's going to talk, if not both of them. I don't think this is going to be a situation where we never ever find out what happened to Emmanuel or where he is. One of them is going to break, if not both. Maybe by the time I wake up in the morning, one of them will have already talked. We'll see. We'll see. Right now it's really late though, so I'm going to go ahead and go to bed.
Okay, so y'all go over and sub up to his channel there. That's his other channel. And I appreciate him and everybody allowing us all to use their videos. I mean, it's very helpful because, listen, everybody can't do this. And if they say they can do it by themselves, it's just not true. It's simply not true. There's just no way. Everybody be sick and in the hospital because they just could not survive without help. I'm sorry. It's not possible, and that's just the way it is. Now, again, people are asking for those that just come in, and I'm going to talk about it again. There's those who want to know, should the grandma be arrested? Should she? Well, I in my personal opinion, I think so. I think so. That's just me and my thought. What do y'all think? Do you think she should? If you think she should, put a 1 in the chat. If you think she shouldn't, put a 2. I want to see what we got going on there. Because I want to know your thoughts on it. 1, if you think grandma should be arrested. 2, if you think she should not. I just want to know, because there's, people want to know if there is going to be an arrest of her, or arrest is possible. I mean, anything's possible, right? A lot of all ones, pretty much everybody thinks, I love him telling the truth too. Grandma shows everything. Yeah, I agree. And Rogue says 2, because why should she be held? Okay. So, well, I think, in my opinion, this is what I think. I think it may be possible. Will they? I don't know. I don't know if they will. But she did lie to the cops. She intentionally lied to the cops, and she interfered with an investigation, a murder investigation. She withheld information, and she went on national media. She went on Homie's channel. She lied to the police. She lied to God and the world. And, nobody put a pew-pew to her head. Not out in public anyway. Yeah, she knew. How could she not know, Ro? I mean, that's the question. How could she not know? That's what I want to know. I mean, I'm not being funny, but how did she not know? Everybody can have their own opinions. She said that the baby was in the car at the ball game. The baby has not been seen in at least 5 weeks. We know the grandma went to the house, and we know that Rebecca's been to grandma's house. How could she not know? She knows her daughter had black eyes. There was also a funeral on the 3rd or the 5th of August. No baby was there. There's even a video saying, "Where is your baby?" It's obstruction of justice at the very least. They have no job. She said, Grandma said, hey, Mama Bear, Grandma said they're both, her and Jake, are homebodies. They don't go anywhere. I'm just giving you the whys. I mean, you asked me a question, I'm going to answer. They said they don't go. She said they don't go anywhere. They're just good parents. But here's another thing. That's her daughter. She knows her daughter better than anybody, just like she knows her son better than anybody. That is in prison for 50 years for killing an innocent girl who he faked and staged as she killed herself. But they knew that was also fake, and they knew he did that as well. But she still stood up, and she took her Facebook down now. On her Facebook, she's got a look, that family has horrible, and I post it, has set up horrible things against that girl, what her son did, talking about they didn't even have sex. How did they know? Stuff that shouldn't even be put out there. Maybe y'all didn't see that, but I posted it. I saw it. And yeah, and when DV's involved, your mother knows. I'm just giving you the whys. I'm not yelling at you. I'm not mad at you. I'm just raising my voice. I'm mad at that freaking mother. And hey, think about this. Think about this. I know some of y'all wasn't in here a while ago. Think about this. Just like Daniel's mother. Yeah. And think about this. I said this earlier. Did that mother go over there and help clean up that blood? There was, from what I'm hearing, pints of blood. There was significant amounts of blood in that house. You know, that mother also knows her daughter, just like a mother can look in your eyes and tell sometimes before you even know you're pregnant. She knew that story was fabricated. All she had to do, she knew enough to open her mouth and say that baby hadn't had his shots. When you know something that personal, what are you talking about? I mean, really? Really? Come on now. Look, I know you stand by your kids even when they're wrong. That's what you do when you love your kids. But this lady interfered with an investigation. And it's not just a little, my kid stole this, my kid ran the red light, my kid was in a wreck and, whatever, my kid did some dope, my kid sold some dope, or whatever. Her grandbaby's dead. There's a lot going on. And she interfered. So, I don't know. There may be, they may not get her. They probably won't. She probably won't be arrested. She'll probably continue to walk around a sour old lady with a evil family until the day she dies. That's just the way this world works. But she lied. She lied to God, the cops, the media, the world. She knew when she went to that house, all of Emmanuel's stuff was gone. That's come out in the last few days. When the cops served them warrants, all of Emmanuel's shit was gone. How about that? There's no pictures of Emmanuel in that house. How about that? If you have a grandbaby and you go over there, wouldn't you want to know where is the baby stuff? What happened to your grandchild's stuff? Where's the stuff in his room? Where's his toys? Where's his clothes? What do you mean? Where's the pictures? She didn't have a problem with her nosy ass being over there going with Rebecca and Jake down to the attorney's office. She didn't have a problem being seen out in public with both of them. She didn't have a problem pulling up with them to the house, going in the house. They got rid of everything. Did you not see the title of my show? Erasing Emmanuel? The apple don't fall far from the tree. But besides that, Grandma also knew for a fact, Emmanuel had not been seen in over a month's time. Wouldn't you be worried if your grandbaby hadn't been seen in over a month? He can't walk. He can't crawl. He can't drive. He can't run. He can't hide. And your daughter's got black eyes, black and blue? Come on now. But everything's fine and dandy and like a piece of candy? There's no excuse. And if y'all are going to say, oh, the mother was beaten, she was scared. Okay. Well, what about her mother? What about the grandmother? Y'all get real. Stop it. Stop. Stop. Look, Grandma might have even helped clean up the mess. She might have even helped get rid of his things. She might have helped hide evidence. She might have she might even know where he is. I don't know. I'm not saying she does. She did. But it's very possible she didn't have a problem lying and hindering this investigation as long as it went on. She knew it was inevitable. The world, the cops, everybody knew it was a lie. It was a hoax. It was fake. She didn't have a problem. She didn't have no tears. Where was Grandma's tears? She didn't have no tears. Hey, Top Dog. Good to see you, honey. I would be crying. I'm a grandmother. I would be so upset. So let's just talk real though. What would justify an arrest legally? Well, for law enforcement to arrest Grandma, they would need hard evidence, not just rumors, not what I say, not what y'all say. They would need hard evidence. That means evidence that she directly was involved in Emmanuel's disappearance, or that she helped cover up something, which they could come up with, or that she lied to investigators in a way that obstructed justice. Now, if they wanted to, I don't think they would have a problem with that, because she did. So can they prove that? I don't know. Right now they have their hands full with Rebecca and Jake, and they need to find Emmanuel. Right now, that's their first priority. Grandma is not important right now. See, that's just it. They think they're important. Jake and Rebecca thought they were important. The victim is Emmanuel. Emmanuel's the one that's important. I agree, Rhonda. She knows everything about Jake. She knew everything about Jake when she got with him and married him. You better believe that. But now I get why people are asking and raising the question. She made statements. She made statements saying Emmanuel didn't have his shots. He stayed in the car. That's suspicious. You know, was she covering? I think so. But that's the big questions investigators have to be looking at. Not Smiley. That's the investigator's job. So here's where I stand. Until police have evidence, she won't be arrested. She won't. But it doesn't mean she's not under the microscope. It doesn't mean they're not looking at her every word she said and her every move, just like they did Rebecca and them. It doesn't mean they're not looking at her timeline. And it doesn't mean everything she does or did is not being pieced together too. And at the end of the day, their focus is going to be to find Emmanuel. See, they're trying to erase Emmanuel. They're trying to erase it. They're not going to go for all this drama, finger pointing in the family right now. In my opinion, I think when everything is settled and settled down, I think a lot of arrests are going to come in this case, because I don't think California's playing. I don't think not only, maybe, possibly, could other family members be arrested for hindering. I think they might go back through some of them videos, like the people in the fire that set the fire down the house, that took away police officers, EMS, and all of those. Thank you, Raymond. Thank you. Woohoo. Thank you, honey. Thank you. Because they got shots of not only them, they got the girl's face for a fact. I showed y'all that yesterday. It don't matter what house they got by mistake, on purpose, or was covering evidence. That was a crime to set that on fire. Hey, is it Ovea? Hi, welcome. They got the drunk guy. Even though Jake's in jail, him or his family members or whoever can steal, they still got rights. It's all on camera. They could still go arrest him if they wanted to. He literally stole something. He literally went up in that house like a fool. I'm sorry. And no trespassing. There could still be arrest. And God only knows whatever else is coming. We don't know. But right now, the main thing is baby Emmanuel. Will they find him? I don't know. I don't know. I want y'all to remember why we're here, because I will be back. I will not stop on this case. And when it slows down, we'll go and I'll still put out for Sebastian. I'm sorry. So sorry. And I have not forgot y'all. I put up a little thing yesterday. I got to get in my members and put up for my trip. I have not forgot that. I have just been more busy than y'all even understand. Plus, I have my personal life, which I have not had a personal life in, can't tell you, since I went on my vacation. But I have not forgot y'all. Okay? And I'm trying to do stuff and I'm trying to answer stuff. I'm one person. But why we're here is a 7-month-old baby who has still not been found, Emmanuel Haro. His face, his little life, it matters. It should never be erased. And we've asked these questions. We all want answers. I think answers will come. I don't know. I'm not sure if we'll find him. I don't know. But I think we'll get the answers. We're going to follow this one all the way through trial. Again, we heard this morning the dad may be talking. I hope so. I hope more things come out today. They're going to have a press conference. I didn't forget what time I said it was. They're behind us, but it's 10 Central Time. So that, I don't know. We'll find that. We'll come on with it later. I don't have to be right there when it comes on. Please hit that button on your way out. Thank you for reminding them, Lady Q. Sometimes I forget to say that, but let's grow this channel. Let's keep up with everything that we can. Thank you, Where Summer. And if anybody has any information about where Emmanuel possibly could be, still call the police. He deserves to be found in a proper burial. I want to thank every single one of you for being here, for standing here with me, with these victims, for these hard questions. I know it's not easy. This is true crime. They're sad cases. They're heartbreaking cases. For being here for Emmanuel and all of these kids. Don't stop sharing this story. Pray. It matters. Y'all already know how I feel about this. Be kind. Stand for the truth. Never give up. Not on any of these kids or any of these victims. This is Smiley. I'm signing off. I love you all. I love you all. Say his name with fire. Sebastian's name. Everybody's name. I'll see you in the streets. YouTube streets, that is. Hit them thumbs up. Thank you, mods. Thank you, everybody. See you later. Bye.